Hi, welcome back to Quifatech Lab. This video playlist will encompasses from the basic network configuration topics until the more advanced network design architectures. Mostly we will look at small office home office designs, collapsed core 2-tier network architecture, 3-tier and spine leaf architecture. So without no further waste of time, let us begin with configuring hostname in devices. While at first, it's good to understand the significance beyond the use of hostnames in network devices. Let's think of it like the names of people. What would it happens if we had more than 10 people on the room sharing the same alphanumeric name? Let us suppose the name is called up. Who will reply? Of course, everyone sharing that identity will reply, which is why it was so important to use unique names for references and directly call and identify an individual. In networking infrastructures, when we consider hostname, we refers to alphanumeric name to distinguish devices within a local area network. Let us design this local area network communication between router, switch and end-host devices. End-host devices connected to the switch and the switch is connected to a router. Keep note, when we connect end-host devices to the switch we use straight-through cable. When we connect switch to the router we also use straight-through cable. However, having one switch in the network is a single point of failure. You might consider redundancy, or maybe you have devices more than interface switch ports. So when you connect several switches each other, we use crossover cable. Well, as we go along we will introduce serial cable that encapsulate HDLC and PPP between router and router. Rolled cable for management between a switch and the PC. When you turn on Cisco switches, by default the privilege and global config mode is not enabled. So at first we need to enable it in order to further configure the device the way we want. Keep in mind that privilege levels let you define what commands users can issue after they have logged into a network device. It's also good to keep in mind that we have level 0 up to 15, where level 0 is for users, 2 for network monitor, 10 for technician and 15 for administrator. Again, once we type enable, we are assigned a higher privilege level. By default, this level is 15. We can also use the command enable 15 to specifically elevate our privilege level to 15. Well, we then further have to log on to global configuration mode by executing command configure terminal, then press enter. Once we have logged in, well, can we also stick to what we here for? I mean configuring hostname, right? Yes. So we then type the command hostname followed by the name that we willing to associate the device within. This scenario we will use Cydia_switch1 because we only have one switch on this local area network. You can give any name, but it's always a good practice to give the names that are not on Cisco vocabulary, and I always prefer to use capital characters so that I'll easily point what was my modification to the network devices. We also configured the hostname on router. Well, hostnames are very significant, and as we move along we will also see that even when configuring secure shell, hostname is compulsory to configure. On adaptive security appliance firewall we also configure what is called name interface. Okay, I believe this video was informative. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe to Quifatech Lab. Don't miss the upcoming video of banner MOTD command.